Hey guys, this is Rod, and today we're gonna be playing with an A major chord and an A major scale to create a couple of lead ideas here and of composing some basic ideas. So this lesson is for you that perhaps can play a couple of different songs, a couple of different riffs, but you're more interested in creating your own stuff. So let's come up with an idea here starting from an A major chord. Okay. Now what you can do is actually think about the A note. We have one on the open A, and we also have one on the second fret of the G string, right? For that A major chord. Now we can get that A note and apply the A major formula to figure out the notes that belong to the A major key. So we got the A whole step to a B, another whole step to a C sharp, a half step to a D, another whole step to an E note, another whole step to an F sharp, another whole step to a G sharp, and a half step back to A. So you can use that whole, half, whole, half formula to come up with any major scale in any key that you want. Staying on the A major here, we're gonna have the frets 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, and then 14, which is the A note again. So the first step that you can do is just play that A major chord and jam a little bit on those notes that you know that are part of the A major scale. And see what notes you like the best. I like that D note here, the fourth note, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 7th fret. I think it's a good starting note to either go higher or to go lower. So now what I can do is actually either stay on that A shape and work with the D a lot, or we can come up with a different A major shape here. For example, I can play this A major here, which comes from the D position that you might have played before, right? D, E, F, G, A, which is 9, 10, 9, 9 on the high E, 10 on the B, 9 on the G. And now I can find a D note that I actually liked when I was doing that first jamming on the 10th fret of the high E. And then I'll also have another D right back here on the 7th fret of the G string. So now I can work with this idea here. I have the D note that I really like, and then I can go back to the A notes, which are the tonic, the key that I'm playing, right, to add the resolution. So all that I'm doing is really just playing the D, highlighting the A major chord, going to another D that I liked, and then sliding back to another A note here to either play the chord or just to play the note. And I can work with the same ideas on the other strings. On the 10th fret of the B string, I have an A note, so I can perhaps find a D note, which was the note that I liked, to go back to the A. Can do the same idea on the high E. Now I am on the D note, finding the A note there on the 5th fret of the high E. Not necessarily you need to do with the D note, that was just the one that I like today. But if you are doing this little jam, and you like the E better, the F sharp, the G sharp, whatever note you think that sounds cool, and then just come up with that idea to create your own leads. After you get really good at that, pick a different chord, for example the D major chord, and do the same idea. I got the D note, I can go back to my whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, my formula for the major scales. Come up with the D major scale. Do a little jam with that until I land on a note that I like. Let's pick the E this time, the second one here. So I can come up with the chord in a different position, for example, here, which is the 10, 10, and 11. And then I have an E on the 12th fret of the high E, an E note on the 9th fret of the G, and then I can come up with different jams for that. Going back to the D, the root note on this case. And then eventually what I can do is mix them up. The A, going to the D, and see what I like best. So make sure to jam with that idea. Feel free to send any questions that you might have, and I'll see you guys next time.